Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण everyone. So today is Monday. Today it is Ashwini Masa or Padmanabha Masa. Shukla Paksha and Navami Tithi. So there are no Vaishnavas today. So we shall quickly enter into Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, but after Parikshit inquired from the Dharma, so what is the cause for all the problems? Then Parikshit was hearing from Dharma. So Dharma was speaking very deep in the words, giving different kinds of opinions of different scholars. And then after giving those things, and then for you only, O Parikshit, think what is the right and do the right thing. Use your intelligence and take the right action. So Dharma says, I am bewildered. So yesterday we have seen Kechit Vikalpavasana Apuratma Namatmanaha Daivam Anye Apare Karma Subhavam Apare Prabhum. Some people says that it is the everything is Advaitam. Some people say it is the Daivam, the supernatural power. Some people say it is Karma. Some people say Swabhavam. So likewise, Dharma has given few reasons and few how people think. Few categories of the speculations by different scholars. So further, Dharma is saying. So apart from those four categories of the speculators, there are further category. They would say it is completely beyond power of reasoning, beyond power of thinking. So likewise, they conclude, and then so that is also one of the reasons. So which is everything is it is under someone's control. It is not in the material conception. Likewise, Dharma has given those kinds of reasonings, and then so Parikshit. So you judge yourself and use your own intelligence and do the right thing. So likewise, Dharma is saying we are in the first canto, chapter 17, verse number 20. Apratarkyad anidyeshyad इतिकेषु अपि निश्चयः अत्रानुरूपं राजर्षे विमृशा स्वमनीषया अप्रतर्क्याद अनिर्देशाद. It is apratarkyad. Tarkya is the it is just arguments. It is apratarkyad. It is the beyond the power of reasoning. Beyond the power of reasoning. And anirdeshyad. Nirdeshyad is just giving the directions, but here anirdeshyad, beyond the power of thinking. So what to say or what to give arguments? So apratarkyad anirdeshyad itikeshu api nischayah. So like this, some category of philosophers, they also concluded itikeshu api nischayah. They definitely concluded like that. So they don't participate or this is the particular reason like that. So likewise, it is the beyond power of thinking, beyond the power of reasoning. So Atranurupam Rajashe. So what is right, O sage among the kings? Atranurupam, what is the right? Which of them is the right thing? Rajashe, O sage among the kings, Vimrusha Swamanishaya, and judge yourself. Vimrusha Swamanishaya, use your own intelligence. Swamanishaya. So likewise, Dharma is giving the reasonings to Parikshit. Atranurupam Rajashe Vimrusha Swamanishaya. It is very, very deep. So if we ask someone, if someone is asking us, what is your problem? I would say, this is my problem. Directly, immediately say. But here, Dharma is not saying that one. People say different reasons. I mean, different scholars who knows about Vedas, and they will give these kinds of reasons, this kind of categories of the reasons. So, O Parikshit, who is the Parikshit? Is the one who is observing what is right or what is not right, what is good according to Shastra. According to Shastra, what is Shastra? Dharma is Dharma. Dharmam Sakshat Bhagat Pranitam. Whatever the Supreme Personality of Godhead he spoke, that is Dharma. And here, King's Dharma is just only to do the right thing. To do the right thing by observing the what is happening and also with the evidences. So here Dharma is saying apratarkyat anidyeshat itikeshu api nishayah atranurupam rajasya vimrusha swamanishaya. So translation for this verse. There are some thinkers who believe that no one can ascertain the cause of distress by argumentation, nor know it by imagination, nor express it by words. O sage among kings, judge for yourself by thinking over all this with your own intelligence. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Vaishnavites, the devotees of the Lord, do believe, as above explained, that nothing can take place without the sanction of the Supreme Lord. He is the Supreme Director, for he confirms in the Bhagavad Gita 15.15 that he, as all-pervading Paramatma, stays in everyone's heart and keeps vigilance over all actions and witnesses all activities. The argument of the atheist that one cannot be punished for one's misdeeds unless proved before a qualified justice is refuted herein. For we accept the perpetual witness and constant companion of the living being. A living being may forget all that he might have done in his past or present life. But one must know that in the same tree of the material body, the individual soul and the supreme soul Paramatma are sitting like two birds. One of them, the living being, is enjoying the fruits of the tree, whereas the Supreme Being is there to witness the activities. Therefore, the Paramatma feature, the Supreme Soul, is actually the witness of all activities of the living being. And only by his direction can the living being remember or forget what he might have done in the past. He is therefore both the all-pervading impersonal Brahman and the localized Paramatma in everyone's heart. He is the knower of all past, present, and future, and nothing can be concealed from him. So the devotees know this truth, and therefore they discharge their duties sincerely, without being overly anxious for rewards. Besides that, one cannot estimate the Lord's reactions, either by speculation or by scholarship. Why does he put someone into difficulty and not others? He is the supreme knower of the Vedic knowledge, and thus he is the factual Vedantist. At the same time, he is the compiler of the Vedanta. No one is independent of him, and everyone is engaged in his service in different ways. In the conditioned state, such services are rendered by the living being under the force of the material nature, whereas in the liberated state, the living being is helped by the spiritual nature in the voluntary loving service of the Lord. There is no incongruity or inebriety in his actions. All are on the path of absolute truth. Bhishma Deva correctly estimated the inconceivable actions of the Lord. The conclusion is therefore that the sufferings of the representative of religion and the representative of the earth, as present before Maharaja Parikshit, were planned to prove that Maharaja Parikshit was the ideal executive head, because he knew well how to give protection to the cows, the earth, and the Brahmanas, the two pillars of the spiritual advancement. Everyone is under the full control of the Lord. He is quite correct in his action when he desires something to be done by someone, irrespective of the consideration of the particular case. Maharaja Parikshit was thus put to test for his greatness. Now, let us see how he solves it by his sagacious mind. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is very important thing, how everyone has to take decisions in one's own life, either in the family affairs or in the outside working affairs or in the social affairs. So then we see something good, something not good. So at the time, what is Parikshit is observing and how Dharma is answering to Parikshit. So here we have to use Vimrusha Swamanishaya. According to the situation, according to the Shastric injunctions, one has to decide. When we ask someone, they would say different reasons, but here Dharma is saying it is you only use your own intelligence according to how you have. So, and also mentioning Rajarshi, addressing Rajarshi means you know everything. You sage among the kings. Likewise, in this purport, Prabhupada mentions about Krishna's Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, and he is like sitting on the one body, like two boards, one body. Ishvara sarvabhutanam uddeshejuna tishtati. Brahmayan sarvabhutanam yantra rodhani maya. So this is human body is a vehicle, yantra, and then on top of it, so Lord is there and individual soul is also there. So Lord is always witnessing. Individual soul is trying to eat all the fruits for his actions. And Prabhupada and Lord also remembers Sarvasya Chaham Buddhi Sannivishto Matta Smriti Dhanam Apohanam Cha Vedesha Sarvair Ahameva Vedjo Vedanta Krudveda Videva Chaham. And he knows and everything. So he is the compiler of all the Vedas, and from him all the intelligence comes. So he mentions here in the case of Parikshit, so that is going to be the thing. What is his actions are indirectly he is influenced by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what his actions are. Okay, so that is a very beautiful purport. There are so many points to take from here, but due to the time conscious, so. And here Prabhupada also mentions here, it is the earth, the cows, and the Brahmanas are the two pillars of the spiritual advancement. So one has to have cow with everyone as long as it is possible. It was that tradition in India, every family should have a cow so that mother cow look after the family members like a mother. But nowadays it is a very horrible situation. So that is very beautiful purport. So Dharma is answering to Parikshit like that. Apratarkyat anirdeshat itikeshu api nishayah atranurupam rajashe vimrusha swamanishaya. You only decide what is right or what is not right. So people say that different reasons. Okay, so that is from this verse. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to Yamunacharya, October 21st, 1969, date and host. Can I request any dear devotees to read this letter?
Prabhu, if no one is, I will read, Prabhu.
Yes, sure, Prabhuji. Yeah, please.
My dear Jamunacharya, please accept my blessing. I am in due receipt to your letter, October 4, 1969. I have also duly received your beads sent by Brahmananda. Your intended name is Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya was a great devotee. Formerly, he was a great king, and later he became a great devotee and Acharya of Ramanuja Sampradaya. There are many such Mahatmas or great souls in the past, and if we follow in their footsteps carefully, that is the perfection of fulfillment of our human form of life. To follow in the footsteps of Mahatmas means to give submissive oral reception to the words and instruction of the bona fide spiritual master in the line of discipline succession from the Lord himself. When the Lord appears on this earth 5,000 years ago, he introduced Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. And this purely transcendental message of Krishna has been passed down for the past 5,000 years by media of sincere disciples giving submission oral reception to the words of Krishna via medium of bona fide spiritual master. This act like electricity, and if you touch a wire anywhere which is connected to the powerhouse, then you will be in contact with the electric current. But if the wire is broken and repaired from the power and reported from the powerhouse, then there will be no electric current. Similarly, if we hear the unaltered message of Lord Krishna from the authorized sources, we will immediately be in contact with the transcendental atmosphere. But if we listen to some who is presenting a broken or concocted version of Bhagavad Gita, then that will be useless. So try to understand our philosophy try to understand our philosophy very sincerely and carefully. I am so pleased to learn that you are giving such a nice assistance to Kirtananda, and you continue in this capacity at least for the time being. Please chant 16 rounds minimum every day and follow the four regulative restrictions, which are as follows: no illicit sex life, no intoxication, no eating of meat, fish or egg, and no gambling. I am enclosing a page of instruction for executing Krishna consciousness. When you have questions, you consult with Kirtananda, or else I also will be pleased to help you. How now Krishna has bestowed his mercy upon you in giving you the opportunity to make final solution to the problems of birth, death, old age, and disease. And if you follow the principle strictly, you will come out successfully. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever will share S. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Okay.
Any takeaway points, Prabhuji? Yeah.
Yes, very important takeaway points that we should always follow our paramparas and the succession disciples succession. We should always listen to them only, not from somewhere else where it's broken, where, or Prabhupada has mentioned that where it's from some other sources. And number 2 is we must follow to achieve our goal in this human body of life, which is very precious to get, and that to achieve out of it is to get out of this circle is we have to follow the instruction of our guru and instructions of all the Prabhupada's books, and always listen to Prabhupada's lectures and follow the 4 regulatory principles, of course. Yes, Prabhu, and always hearing is Prabhupada always mentioned that we should hear always oral, any audios and any oral version of Prabhupada's lecture or Prabhupada's instruction. That's it, Prabhu. Very good.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. That's so beautiful letter. Any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so here in this letter, Prabhupada has given name Yamunacharya. I think so many times Prabhupada quotes Yadavati Mama Cheta Krishna Padara Vinde Nava Nava Rasadamani Vujjitam Rantamasi Tadavati Bhatanari Sangame Smaryamani Bhatavati Mukhavikara Sustu Nistivanam Cha. So this is how Yamunacharya used to say as soon as he thinks of thinking of any meeting with a woman, so then immediately he spit on his that kind of thoughts repeated. So that's why here Yamunacharya is become a great devotee in the Ramani Sampradaya. That name is given to Prabhupada's disciple. So one thing that is what we remember as soon as Prabhupada says Yamunacharya. And our Guru Parampara is just like electric powerhouse. So you think coming from Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and through Prabhupada to all of us. And then we simply just follow Guru Parampara's instructions. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So that is my takeaway as well. And following with all these regulatory principles strictly. Any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to mention? Okay, so if there are no further updates, from the announcements point of view, so once again our week started, and then with regards to the fundraise, I'll be sharing some screenshots today or tomorrow about the fundraise status, and then we will wait until the 28th of October, and we do the fund transfer on 29th to the corresponding people to the temple in the Mayapur. So that's all from the update side. And the devotees, if you have got any further updates, I think over the weekends there were also meetings happened with regards to the fundraise. And the devotees, if you have got any updates from any of the events or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Okay, so if there are no updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. अनंत कोटि
Krishna Bindu ki jai, ki jai. Hari Bol.
Krishna conscious everyone.
Hare Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर